What's up and welcome back, everybody. Today I wanted to put together a little video. I know there's been a lot of hype around all the boom and everything going on with the Sword and Shield era, all the sealed product, mostly like booster boxes and stuff. I wanted to just put together a little video here, taking a look at some of the sealed products, the booster boxes. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Before we got into the video and looking at all the data, I wanted to give two announcements really. The first is to announce the winner that we talked about on the last video for the Grafify EX collection box, and that winner is a user _VD4FD4EB1W. It'll be on the screen here somewhere, but just wanted to show that out there. So that's going to be the winner for this Grafify EX collection box. Please get in touch with me so we can work out all the details and I can get this box shipped right out. Next thing I wanted to talk about was our next giveaway, which is going to be for two giveaways. I decided two winners is better than one. Two winners are going to win a Pikachu or a Charizard Funko Pop with the stackable case on it. In order to qualify for this video's giveaway, you're going to need to make sure you like the video, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you have notifications on, and leave a comment with which pop you would like to get. If we are able to, I can give away two Pikachus, two Charizards, one of each, whatever you would like, but these are the options that you have. It's time to jump into the data and take a look. So we'll go ahead and flip the camera around and start looking at some of these numbers. The first booster box I wanted to talk about was going to be Evolving Skies for obvious reasons. Just wanted to get this one out of the way. I know there's been a lot of hype around Evolving Skies right now. As you can see, it is currently sitting at $686. This is a 65% increase from our 6-month low, which was only $414. So in 6 months, this box has jumped over $200 in price. Currently, the peak price is $686.16, which is the same as our current market price, which means that this is at its top. It's probably the peak as of now. If it started to drop, if it would continue to go up, its current price will continue to be its peak. What's interesting about Evolving Skies is when you look here at the listed median price, you see $900. And I know there's been people who have been saying like, well, you know, why is it so high if the average is so low? Especially when you look at recently sold items on TCG Player. You can see like these $400 list sales right here, these $390 per box. These are not actually sealed booster boxes, but these are rather 36 loose packs that have been put together and then sold as 36 packs, and it is included and rolled up in this data of the Evolving Skies booster box. So the average price you can see here is $686. That's being weighed down by these other booster boxes that are being taken into consideration when averaging the price. I just wanted to get a little bit of a better picture of what the actual market price is, because I did see a lot of recently solds that were not only $400. There was a lot that were over, you know, $680, $700. I went ahead and ran some numbers here, and looking at the last 22 sales on TCG Player, there was an actual sealed booster box of Evolving Skies. We can see that out of 22, we had a total of $14,545 worth of Evolving Skies, and when you average that out, divide that by the number of boxes that went into the price we got, which was 22, we got $661 per box. I know that is not what you expected me to say, considering that I made it sound like it was going to be a higher price. So those 22 sales goes back to about a month ago, which was when we really started to see this incline in the price of an Evolving Skies booster box, and this is from the last month. So the closer to our current day, the higher the price has been, the more the boxes have been selling for. So when we remove all the fluff and when we look at the last 10 sales, which is only going back about a week and a half, there's $7,152 worth of booster boxes, which divided by 10, the number of sales we took into account, we're looking at $715 a box. We're already looking at above what the market price is saying about this Evolving Skies booster box right now. And even if we shorten that more and we look at the last 5 sales, which was just in the last few days here, those are $3,722, which comes out to $744 a box. So I just wanted to point that out as to why, you know, how fast these are trending upward. We see plenty of sales that are taking place that are over the $686, and that's why we continue to see the peak rise. These other numbers in here that we're looking at here that are weighing this actual price down and keeping it at $686 are not sealed booster boxes, which, yes, they're 36 booster packs, but anybody knows a sealed booster box is going to be worth more than 36 booster packs, which is why we are seeing these sales at such a low price, and that's actually bringing down the average of our current market price. I want to show you guys what some of the top cards are in the Evolving Skies set. As you can see, we got the Moonbreon here. Now, this is a little small here because I was trying to get this all on one page, but we can see that we do have the Moonbreon here sitting at currently $745, followed by the Rayquaza, which is at $332 current market price, the Leafeon V Max $200, the Umbreon V $184, $171, $157, $145. The top 9 cards are over $100. You're not going to find in any other modern set. Keep in mind, this set was only released, what, 3 years ago? This was August of 2021. So that puts us, yeah, almost 3 years ago. It's not even 3 years ago. It's been 2.5 years since this set was released. We still got a few more months to go. Seeing this many cards, and this goes on. There's like 20 cards that are above $20. There's like another 15, including these, that are above like $40. Like, the list goes on here, and we don't see this. We'll look at some cards in some other sets, but you don't see this that much with other modern sets, at least not yet. It creates like this almost like self-perpetuating cycle of, you know, the sealed prices are going up, people are going to get in, and that brings the singles prices up, right? So as the singles prices start to go up, it makes that argument as to why the sealed product is as expensive as it is, and people are still willing to invest more into the sealed product, which then in turn raises the prices of the singles, which then in turn raises the prices of the sealed. You get where I'm going, until that cycle is broken. That cycle is not broken yet. It is still going up. So that's it for Evolving Skies. So who knows what, you know, sky's the limit for Evolving Skies, I guess. Don't go and do anything crazy. Don't spend money you don't have, that's you're not willing to lose, and that goes for anything with investing. This is just kind of an overview of what I can see with this, and I know this has been a hot topic, so I wanted to start the video off with this. I do have some others in Sword and Shield I'm going to talk through, and some other opportunities that are out there to look at as far as investing in Sword and Shield, and I think maybe some better investments. Next, I wanted to talk about Fusion Strike, just because this is another set that has been going crazy right now in the market. As you can see right here, this is up 72% from a 6-month low, which is around January. It was only sitting at $142. So this has gone up $100 within the last month. You can see the peak price, very similar to what I was talking about with Evolving Skies. We're at $244.46. Few cents more, take just a tiny dip over the last couple days. I still believe there's room for this one to grow, and that is largely in part because of the cards that are in here. The latest sales for this are going for around that price. So $229, you know, a few days ago. All three of these sales were a few days ago. We got them $229, $231, $250, $253. We'll round up on that one. So the sales are sitting right around what the average price is. I think this card is going to, or this set is going to continue to go up just based off its limited supply now. It's been taken off Pokemon Center. Everybody's got a big hype around Sword and Shield right now, and Gengar is one of the fan favorites, like we've talked about on a previous video. And you can just see this artwork has taken off, the alt art here of the Gengar V Max, and there are other cards too, like the Gengar Fool art and Golds and other cards and Mew that are doing well, but these are the top 3 in the set. The last couple weeks here, these 2 cards have really taken off. They've already been higher priced cards, but they really started to take off the last few weeks, and that just shows the interest in the Sword and Shield and the alt arts and all the sealed product that people are going for right now. If you are into collecting sealed product or investing in sealed product and you do not have any Fusion Strike, I don't think this is going to drop. This is going to be as low it's probably going to be in the near future, or just moving forward. So if you did want to get in on this, I still do not think this is a bad entry point of $244 per box. This set is no longer in print. It's no longer in a print window here, and is no longer available on Pokemon Center. So we're going to start to see this to go up, and if you are looking to get in, $244 is not a bad price point. In another year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, we're going to be looking back at these like we do at Sun and Moon now and be like, oh my god, when did Fusion Strike get up to $500, $600, $700 a booster box? I always say today is the second best time to buy an investment. Yesterday was the best time. So as the price continues to go up, I do not see this going back down. So if you are looking to get some Fusion Strike into your collection here, now's the time to do so. The next one we want to talk about, yes, the other one that's been talked about a lot, is the Chilling Reign booster box, which is currently sitting at $218.03. We can see that these recently solds are going all pretty much above market price, and the listed median price is at $234, and they are moving. So we are seeing this continuing to trend upward. Again, the peak price is the current price. That's as high as it's been. So the 6-month low here, we're looking going all the way back, and that was our low, which was sitting at $146.32. It's just pretty much market price for Pokemon Center. So as this went out of stock, you know, things were still selling for MSRP, and now they've just been shooting up and going up since then. We can see the latest sales are above the current market price, which just will add to that rise or that incline in this set, and you can see from the 6 months low it is up 49%. And then we take a look at the cards here. We can see it's got that Blaziken and VMAX, the one I was talking about. Now this card has shot up crazy over the last couple of weeks here. And then we got obviously the Galarian Moltres, Alt Art, and the Gold Snorlax, which all these cards have been shooting up crazy. Again, Chilling Reign is another one that has a ton of good cards. And obviously, if I was saying Fusion Strike was a good entry point, I think Chilling Reign is still a good entry point at $218. It's at its peak now, so it's probably not going to go down considering it's no longer for sale. We're out of the reprint window. You have to take all these things into consideration. I know some people are still looking for those deals, and if you look, you can find good deals out there for some of these, for all of these, right? If you look hard enough. But if you're looking to just grab some, you know, a bunch of them right now, you get them at market price and hold them, that's going to be your best bet. Next is the Lost Origins booster box. You can see this one's current price is $175. This is where things start to get interesting as far as the metrics go and the data here. As we move through these sets into more current sets, we start also looking at sets that are still available for purchase on Pokemon Center. As you can see here, this is still available at MSRP $143.63. The fact that these are selling for $170, $180, $175, and the listed median is $200 on TCG Player is kind of mind-boggling to me. You can see it's already hit its peak and dropped down a couple bucks, and I don't think it's going to get to $200 a box right now because they are still in stock. I think the Giratina for this is what's propping this up right now, this price. Not to say Lost Origin isn't a great set, but there's not as many big hitting cards like we see with the Giratina that's pretty much just propping this set up. And we got that Rayquaza too. But I mean, and we got that Aerodactyl in here. But I mean, essentially, I can just go and buy 6 of these. I think there's a limit of 6 on Pokemon Center. Let's check that really quick. Yeah, limit of 6, purchase limit of 6 on Pokemon Center. I can literally just go buy these from Pokemon Center at $143, and then just list them and sell them for $175. I mean, it's above where it should be right now, but if that's any indication of where this is going to go when it sells out on Pokemon Center, I think now's the time to get in, even if you can only get it for $175. But grabbing these on Pokemon Center right now, I think, is going to be the best way to go. Giratina is obviously here to stay. It is continued to rise. It is just past the $300 mark the other day as a single raw card. As the prices continue to go up on the singles like the Giratina, and these start to become more limited and Pokemon Center sells out, this is going to shoot back up just like the rest, just like these other ones did, like Fusion Strike and you know, some of the previous Sword and Shield sets. In some cases, you know, you can't get Pokemon Center product, right? In some countries, you're not able to order Pokemon Center product. People are turning into TCG Player, where we see this little separation in the market price versus the MSRP. If you can grab them from MSRP, and we pretty much know they're going to go up, now's the time to get in. If you can afford it and you can risk it, grab a case of them, hold on to them. In 6 months, who knows? Thing is gonna go crazy. Brilliant Stars is next on the list here, and this one is a little bit interesting to me. You know, there's a few things I want to talk about with this set, but essentially we're just start with the basics here. We'll get the data. So the current price is $167.55. Again, that is the peak price, so it's the most expensive for a sealed booster box that it has been to date. And at a 6-month low of $133, $134. Since that 6-month low here, you can see it's just continued to rise up. We've had a couple dips. It's just on an upward trend overall. And again, this one is available on Pokemon Center for MSRP of $143.64. This set here, I think this one is in a particularly unique position. I do think there's some good cards in here. This one's being held up by like the Altar Charizard and the Rainbow Charizard. So obviously we got fan favorites. There's like 4 or 5 Charizards in this set. Got a lot of fan favorites. There's some nice arts, golds, rainbows, all the good stuff in here. But also with the new rotation that is currently taking place, all Sword and Shield cards before Brilliant Stars are no longer in current rotation for League. What does that mean? Brilliant Stars still has sought after cards to be used in competitive play. It keeps that part of the market invested in the Brilliant Stars product, as well as investors and collectors alike. Right now in the Sword and Shield era, everybody's trying to snatch things up. So you can see, again, MSRP $143, and we got these current price. The market price is $167. you can see recent sales for these over the last couple days are over what the market price is. The listed median is $200. This is going in an upward trend, right? I mean, again, I can go grab booster boxes from Pokemon Center and buy them at I can buy a case of 6 at $143 a box and turn them over and sell them for $175 a box. That's $30 a box profit. That's more than you're getting from more modern sets right now. And literally all you have to do is take them, buy them from Pokemon Center, list them on TCG Player, ship it out. So really, if you wanted to do that, you can. I think this is a good set to invest in, especially with it still being in rotation. The cards in here are still in rotation, so there's always going to be some demand from the competitive play. This is $24 over MSRP right now. Once this goes out of stock, like we see in all the previous sets, this is going to shoot up, especially while it is still in rotation. So I think it's a good one to jump in on right now. That's my opinion. Next one is Astral Radiance, and this is the second to last one, but this one kind of drives my point home about items not being in stock on Pokemon Center and the correlation that has with the price of the market price of these products. When we look at Astral Radiance booster box, we can see listed median price is almost $200. It's almost $200. They're selling for $140, $140. Current market price is $167. Now, why is that, right? Why do we see the peak price of $2 ago? We're down 1% from that, but we're still up 39 cents from our 6-month low. Well, what happened here, for those of you that don't know, about a week or two ago, Pokemon Center ran out of Astral Radiance. They went out of stock online, and just like I've been preaching, and we see right here in the numbers, the price just shot up. The price shot up because you can no longer get it at $143. Once you can no longer get it at $143, you're looking for the reseller market, the secondary market, and now you're buying these at these prices that we see of $150, $160, $170, $197, right? I would say the Pokemon Center is what keeps the prices down. Supply and demand. When there's a steady supply, the demand is low, and if you can get it at X dollars, which is $25 lower than where you're going to pay over here, it just makes sense, right? I'm not going to buy a $100 booster box for $120 when I can buy it for $100. That just, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that. You can see as soon as it went back in stock, it started to level out, and now it's sitting back down at that $167 mark. I did look through some of these recent solds as well, and I can tell you that this price is driving down right now as we start to get more towards MSRP, because we can see these sales going for $140, $150. That was after more booster boxes became available in Pokemon Center, so they started to come back down. People are taking less for what they're listing these for, because again, you can just get them for $143. You can see they have already got a limit on these. Usually once they start putting a limit on the booster boxes, that means that they're probably limited on the stock and they're probably soon to run out. One last little tidbit about this set is this set really doesn't have many big hits in it, right? Astral Radiance has the Machamp, the Palkia, a couple other cards, but value-wise, none of those cards are doing great, right? Like when we look at these Brilliant Stars, when we look at Lost Origins, we look at Evolving Skies, Chilling Reign, they all have cards that are $100, some that are in $70 to $100 range, and all these, and we don't see that with Astral Radiance. And so the fact that this card or this set is able to shoot up like that and maintain this market price without the chases, I don't think that this is going to be a big one. I still think it's a good price point to get in at, because we saw it go up and start going crazy like the rest. I think any of these that are still in stock are a good price to get in at. It's interesting to see where Astral Radiance is going to go, but I do not think it's going to be one of those sets that's going to be soaring. But I still think it's a good time to get in because we are coming to the end of this Sword and Shield sort of era. So the last one on the list I wanted to talk about here is Silver Tempest, because Silver Tempest has took an interesting ride. Oh, I forgot to do the name on this one again. Damn it. I did that last video too. You know me, I gotta have it right. So we can see the Silver Tempest booster box here. I got it right on the next slide, which is hilarious. So the Silver Tempest booster box sitting at $136. These are also still available in Pokemon Center, and we can see that Pokemon Center MSRP $143. We can see that right there, $143.64. Listed median price $150, right around that Pokemon Center price. But we can see they're being sold for still under on the secondary market. When we look at the 6-month low here, we have this drop here, and that was just after the big reprint, right, where we started getting them in the collection boxes. We got the God packs and all that, and this dropped. This is actually an all-time low for the Silver Tempest booster box. As far back as I went to look, this is the lowest that it's been in the last couple years. So it's $111. We're up to $136 right now. It's only going to go up. Like, we know that. We've seen that from Sword and Shield. This is your biggest opportunity here for growth, in my opinion, because it's at the lowest entry point. Yes, it does have the Lugia, which will carry this card as well as some others. It's different from Astral Radiance. I don't think it will get the same demand as like Lost Origins, as like Chilling Reign, and some of these other sets that, and Brilliant Stars, who have a bunch of nicer cards, of variety. Silver Tempest has a few nice cards, but it does also have a couple of big ones like the Lugia that will drive that price up. This is selling even at under MSRP. If you're looking on market price right here, right? TCG Player is selling for $120. So you're getting in at under this $136 price. You're getting in at only $10 more than what the all-time low is for this, and this set is already 3 years old. I think this is a good safe bet to get on. It's still going to make a comeback. As you can see, it hit that all-time low, like we saw with Astral Radiance, like we saw with Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, all these previous ones. Once it sells out in Pokemon Centers, when the real fun with these begin. Again, it's all volatile, it's unpredictable, right? But we can see past trends and things like that to help us make these educated decisions. If you guys did have any questions or wanted any follow-up or anything like that, just leave that down below and we can discuss even further in the comments. But I think that's going to do it for today. I wanted to give a special shout out to everybody. You guys have been showing mad support on YouTube and everywhere else. So I got this thank you code. A lot of you have seen this. This is very similar art to what's on my thank you cards when I send it out. So I saved this for the end of the video for those of you who haven't seen it, and get 10% off your first order with me at PokeMasterMates.com. Appreciate you guys for all the support. Again, like and subscribe if you like these type of things. Tell me what type of videos you'd like to see in the future, and I'll see you on the next one.